Sorry? They're on. They're on, yeah.
Okay.
But I just want you will make them, yeah? You remember to switch. Remember to switch them on. Yeah, yeah.
preeminent award recognizing an outstanding individual or institution that is leading the effort of change the reality of farming in Africa from a struggle to survive business that thrives. The $100,000 prize celebrates Africans who are taking control of Africa's agriculture. It puts a spotlight on bold initiatives and technical innovations that can be duplicated across the continent, create a new era of food security and economic opportunity for all Africans. The mission of the prize is to contribute to the transformation of agriculture, food security, and nutrition in Africa within sustainable context, thereby helping to reduce hunger and poverty, and therefore food systems as emerging opportunities are beginning to show. The objective of the prize is to recognize outstanding contributions to sustainable food production with socio-economic impact and with focus on smallholder farmers. Second objective is to recognize sustainable agriculture, food and nutrition security initiatives with transformative power and serves as an inspiration for action to scale up the African Green Revolution. Third objective is to increase awareness of social and economic conditions in Africa and prevailing dynamics affecting agriculture and food security as well as nutrition security. The last objective for the African Food Prize is to provide inspiration, examples of African leadership in sustainable agricultural transformation. I now have the honor to invite His Excellency Olusegun Obasanjo, the African Food Prize Committee Chair, and his committee to present to you the winner of 2021 Africa Food Prize. Your Excellency.
Thank you very much, boss. Distinguished guests, member of the Africa Food Prize Committee, members of the press, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon already. We'd like to thank you all for joining us today as we mark the 7th year of the Africa Food Prize. Today, we celebrate this year's nominee, the nominees. They went for almost 500 and crowned the winner of the 2021 prize. The Africa Food Prize is a $100,000 award that seeks to recognize outstanding individuals and institutions that are taking brave steps to change the reality of farming, agriculture, and agribusiness in Africa. The selection of the winner done by a panel of independent and distinguished leaders in African agriculture and agribusiness sector, and they choose from an impressive cast of candidates. Our Africa Food Prize is shining a bright spotlight on bold initiatives and technical innovations that can be replicated across the continent in order to realize food and nutritional security, and at the same time accelerate economic development. The award gives prominence to exceptional individuals and institutions who have invested their time, talent, and expertise in scalable initiatives that will contribute toward elimination of hunger and poverty and provide a vital piece, a vital new source of employment and income for many African households. What I have learned from working in the selection committee in the last 5 or 6 years is that Africa's agriculture is headed for remarkable transformation. I remain hopeful that the continent can translate its talent and rich knowledge into food, nutrition, and economic security of its people and the improvement of health and environment. Ladies and gentlemen, this year's 2021 Africa Food Prize is going to an institution that has invested in improving food security across 13 countries in sub-Saharan Africa. I am particularly impressed by the leadership that this year's recipient of the Africa Food Prize has shown in developing seeds that are geared to ending hunger and malnutrition, but also strengthening resilience and attainment of food security. Between 2007 and 2019, this institution led a collaboration of partners to deliver a program titled the Tropical Legumes Project. This was undertaken together with the International Center for Tropical Agriculture, CIAT, and International Institute of Tropical Agriculture, IITA, and collaboratively, they developed 266 improved legume varieties and almost 500,000 tons of seed for a range of legume crops, including cowpeas, pigeon peas, chickpea, common bean, groundnut, and soybean. These new varieties have helped over 25 million smallholder farmers become more resilient to climate change in their agricultural practices and to pests and disease outbreaks. The impact that the Tropical Legume Program has had on communities is impressive. Let me mention a few. Groundnut crop interventions demonstrated 32% increase in income, 7% households lifted out of poverty, and 14% out of food insecurity. Then groundnut varieties, including 6 high-yielding, drought-tolerant ones, were released, and 7 groundnut varieties with traits such as aflatoxin tolerance, early maturing, and drought tolerance were also released. Counterpart chickpea program in Ethiopia won a national award in 2013 for science and innovation. Lastly, the project has realized a 7-fold increase in number of improved common bean variety released from 2011 to 2018. Ladies and gentlemen, before unveiling this year's winner, I want to take this opportunity to appreciate a highly dedicated enable Africa Food Price Committee members, namely Dr. Director of the Center for Development Research, one university, Professor for Economic and Technological Change, Dr. Eleni Gabriel, Chief Executive Officer, Eleni LLC, and former CEO of the Ethiopian Commodity Exchange, and winner of Yara Prize. Dr. Yara Songwe, United Nations Under Secretary General and Executive Secretary of the Economic Commission for Africa. Dr. Wanjo Kamau Tembak, Board of Directors, Syngenta Foundation and Landesa. Mr. Rama Sidibe, CEO and President, Global Tech in Mali. And last but not least, Professor Cheryl Andrews, Professor of Food Security, University of California. It's a difficult job to sort through so strong and discerning documents. The committee took their responsibility very seriously and dedicated many hours to the task. I thank you all for your commitment to Africa's agriculture agenda. And for me, it has been a great pleasure working with you, members of the committee. Ladies and gentlemen, let me say that it is my profound pleasure to formally announce and welcome the 2021 Africa Food Prize winner, the International Crop Research Institute for the Semi-Arid Tropics, Equisat. I want to congratulate the representative of Equisat. Who, of course, will receive this award on behalf of Equisat. On behalf of the selection committee and on behalf of millions of African farmers, I thank you and your dedicated team for your outstanding achievement. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Your Excellency Obasanjo, and congratulations to Equisat. I think we should give them another round of applause. I mean, reaching 25 million smallholder farmers is no joke. So we applaud you for the work you're doing for the continent. Before we give Equisat a chance to speak, I would like to welcome Dr. Wanjiru Kamau Rattenberg. Wanjiru, you can just take the questions from there. Just for a minute to tell us why this prize is important for Africa. Why is research critical for resilient food systems?
Thank you so much. It's an honor to be here, Your Excellency, Mr. President, and our able chair. Thank you for your leadership also the selection committee, to representatives of the prize sponsors. It's an absolute honor to sit here with you. And of course, the organization of the hour, Equisat, congratulations. In terms of why research is important, I think we can all agree. And I think the pandemic that we're in, that is forcing us to all wear masks and not be able to have the big ball and celebration that usually announcement of the prize requires. This pandemic has shown us the importance of science. I think more importantly for this continent, this pandemic has shown us the importance of doing our own science and being able to support ourselves. That we have been sitting and waiting for vaccines to be brought from elsewhere ought to be a lesson for us as a continent to actually wake up, invest in our science, and research capacity and be able to deliver for ourselves and save ourselves. And so I really think we don't have the moment in history that we are in answers the question of why science and scientific capacity on this continent is important. And so recognizing those, even though Equisat is based off the continent, it does a tremendous amount of research on the continent and for the continent. And those partnerships and the fact that it partners with so many other research institutions across the continent, I think sheds a light on exactly the kinds of things that are important. Self-sustainability, the importance of science, but also the importance of partnerships, both South-South partnerships in particular, I think are really important.
Thank you, Dr. Kamal. Really great points on why Africa should be doing their own research and why we should support it. Still, before I come to Equisat, I want to come to UPL, who sponsored this prize. And I wanted to find out from you, Shani, why the Africa Food Prize? Why is it important to UPL?
So, thanks. And His Excellency, it's honored to be in your presence. And I would like to tell you that I had to spend 4.5 years in Nigeria before I moved to Nairobi. And I heard a lot about you, about your leadership. So it's my honor to be here. So coming to UPL, I think the critical for us is to how do we really promote sustainable agriculture? How do we really promote, how do we really make technology accessible to the smallholder farmers? And I think, and why it is important, I tell you that, this Africa Food Prize is actually recognizing the leaders who are actually very instrumental in the transformations of the, bringing the green revolutions or, really transforming the lives of the smallholder grower. And I believe that good things follow good things. So I believe that the importance of Africa Food Prize is like a snowball effect that, it will create a kind of amazing, pull and has a snowball effect, and why we are excited about participating in Africa Food Prize. We are a kind of a new entrant, and we are part of the committee from this year. And our vision is basically to how do we really take this Africa Food Prize at the regional and country level, and also kind of a host mini Africa Food Prize, recognizing more leaders, who are actually instrumental in transforming the lives of smallholder farmers. So, and that's what UPL coming, and that's what we want to be there and take it forward.
I love your comment on good things follow good things, and it's a snowball effect. So snowballing to you, Betty, why Cotiva? Why the Africa Food Prize?
Thank you. It was a joy to know who the winner is. And we joined the Africa Food Prize as Cotiva AgroScience 2 years ago. And since then, I think that partnership will only grow. Why? Because Africa is a continent that needs to have its own powerhouse of research. Previously, before joining the Africa Food Prize, we, as Cotiva, have been partners of the World Food. So why not the Africa Food Prize? Yet we are hosted and based here in Kenya and in other parts of Africa. Smallholder farmers are important. Smallholder farmers is the back on which we grow. Because I know our parents were smallholder farmers, and this prize emphasizes the importance of awarding an institution that recognizes that the smallholder farmer needs new technologies. And that's why Corteva will always be a partner in the Africa Food Prize, because we believe the winners are deserving. Every year, I'm always amazed by the work that the judges led by His Excellency do to always award a worthy winner. So never, no regret, always a joy to be a partner and to always just see who the winner is.
Africa should be a powerhouse for its own research to feed itself. That's really powerful. I think the moment has come for us to hear the acceptance speech from the Director General, Dr. Jacqueline Hughes of Equisat. But before we go to Dr. Jacqueline, because Dr. Rabi Harawa is here, let's give you a moment to say something and then we'll go to Dr. Hughes.
Thank you very much. Your Excellency Olusegun Obasanjo, Chair of the Africa Food Prize, all the committee members, I must say that we are very thrilled today to receive this award. It's a great honor for us as an institution, but also, as you have heard earlier on, this work was done in partnership with other research institutions, CIAT, IITA, but more importantly, the National Agriculture Research Systems across Africa. We are very thrilled today that this work has had an impact of over the lives of 25 million smallholder farmers in Africa. And that's indeed quite significant. And we really know that through these efforts, if we all work together, we can go far. And therefore, as we celebrate today, we want to celebrate with this in mind, that all of us together, the different partners that are here, I think we can all make a difference. We have heard about the COVID-19, the work that the tropical legumes has done. A lot of it is on food and nutrition security. And therefore we can be able to build resilience on the lives of smallholder farmers, and more importantly, women and children. And I must say that this is an award that for us, we have to take it back to the farmers, the women farmers, and the girls, who are mostly the majority of the African agriculture. So again, as we said, we are very, very thankful. We are very, very grateful and really honored to be the winner of the Africa Food Prize 2021. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Dr. Debbie. I love that statement that you are taking back this award to the farm. Let me welcome Dr. Jacqueline Hughes to just give us an acceptance speech. Dr. Jacqueline, congratulations on the award. We'd like to hear a few words from you on why this research, about the research, and how you will use the award to build the resilience of smallholder farmers.
Thank you. And good afternoon to the Chair of the Africa Food Prize Committee, His Excellency Olusegun Obasanjo, to the Africa Food Prize Committee members, supporters of the prize, members of the press, all protocols observed. As you've heard, I'm Dr. Jacqueline Hughes. I'm the Director General of the International Crops Research Institute for the Semi-Arid Tropics, Equisat. And on behalf of Equisat, on behalf of our staff and our governing board, I'd like to share our profound gratitude and deep humility at Equisat being awarded the Africa Food Prize for 2021. This recognition is a testament to the power of a shared vision for development and the strength of collaboration. The prize is a major accolade and recognition of Equisat's work in Africa, and in our belief that agriculture can and must be profitable for smallholder farmers. Equisat works to improve the lives and livelihoods of smallholder farmers across the drylands of sub-Saharan Africa and Asia. And we envision a prosperous, food-secure, resilient drylands by overcoming poverty, hunger, reducing malnutrition, and preventing environmental degradation, leading towards achievement of the Sustainable Development Goals in the different countries. We were established in 1972, 50 years ago, and we'll be celebrating our Golden Jubilee of 50 years of agricultural research for development in the drylands next year. I'm calling in from Hyderabad, India, our headquarters. We have 2 regional offices and 10 country offices across Eastern and Southern and Western Central Africa, from where we address the needs of the drylands. Our work spans the entire value chain from high-end genomics to markets and agribusiness in the cropping systems of our mandate crops, which are the grain, legumes, and dryland cereals. And as Rebbe said, we focus on empowering women and attracting youth back into agriculture using latest tools and technologies to make farming profitable. Our mandate is unique. Smallholder farmers across the drylands. Our crops are unique. They grow in inhospitable, challenging conditions of low rainfall, high temperatures, degraded soils, and low inputs. I'm sure you all know that farming is difficult and farming is risky. Farming in the drylands is riskier still. Farmers need reliable crops which perform under adverse conditions and which are consumer preferred. They need crop diversity to manage environmental risk. They need ways to manage their water supply to assure water not only for the crops but also for them. And they need inputs, they need markets. We have to put everything together to contribute to the resilience of the dryland cropping systems and the smallholder farmers. We're looking forward to exploring avenues in which the award can be reinvested back into Africa, and the opportunity to use the funding from the award to engage more women, more girls into agricultural science, for example, is an exciting proposition because it usually gives us a larger return on investment than some other alternatives. We're very grateful to our many donors whose contributions over that last 50 years in different parts of our research program all comes together to enable us to share the years of experience, the varieties, the technologies, and the knowledge with our partners. And ultimately, this award is a tribute to the smallholder farmers of Africa. They're the ones who inspire us with their patience, their perseverance in the face of adversity, which is not just climate change and pandemics. And therefore, we dedicate this award to those smallholder farmers in the drylands of the African continent. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Hughes, and congratulations once again. I think this is the moment where we take some questions from the press. It's a press briefing. We have members of the press in the room and online. And I'll just come back to you, Dr. Hughes. You have a question here. Could you speak to where Equisat works on the continent and why this work is so important for transforming food systems? I think somebody needs a little bit of a detailed description on that.
So for the Tropical Legumes project, we worked with the National Agricultural Research Systems of 15 countries, 6 in Western Africa, 7 in Eastern and Southern Africa, but also 2 in South Asia. So we're talking of INERA in Burkina Faso, EIAR Ethiopia, CSIR Ghana, CalRO Kenya, DARS Malawi, IER Mali, IIAM Mozambique, INRAN in Niger, IAR Nigeria, ISRA in Senegal, TARI in Tanzania, NARO in Uganda, RX in Zimbabwe. You see a really diverse area, diverse partners, but I would like to add the 2 more that make the 15. The Indian Council of Agricultural Research, MINDIA, and the Bangladesh Agricultural Research Institute, because with those two and all the 13 countries in Africa, the South-South cooperation is greatly enhanced and the outcomes are even stronger.
Thank you so much, Dr. Hughes. A question for you, Dr. Kamau. What are you doing to ensure that the various efforts by Africa Food Prize winner benefit a bigger number of farmers? How are you getting to more?
Thank you so much. Something that you might not know right out the bat is just our engagement as a prize doesn't end with the winners today. In fact, our engagement with the winners begins today. And so what you as Equisat will see, just like the previous year's winners, is that we now begin a journey with you, wanting to walk alongside you to understand what it is you're doing with the prize money, amplify that, but more importantly, how we can work with you to amplify your work already with the other network of prize winners. But really, it is important for us that the prize is not just about a transaction in a moment, but rather the beginning of a long-lasting relationship. And I know the president will confirm that. We visit previous winners to keep track. And if you go on our website, you'll see stories of previous winners and where they are now.
Thank you so much. His Excellency, 7 years Africa Food Prize. What has surprised you? What would you like to see more of?
Well, as my colleague has just said, when we announce a winner, actually that is the beginning of our work with the winner. For the year, we want the winner to go around to show the flag, if you can put it that way. And we tag what the winner does. And it's not only for that 1 year until we have another winner. It goes on. So what do we want our winners to do more? We want them to do more of what they have been doing. As I always say, we recognize the winner for, and we honor them for what they have done. We also, the award is also an encouragement for them to do more. If you like, I will say, deepen what they are doing and widen what they are doing. And as you have heard from them, and almost all our winners in the last 6 years that I have been involved in this, have always said their award is only an empowerment to do more, an empowerment to reach out more, an empowerment to spread whatever they are doing. And I want to touch on the issue of research, which you started your question with. Research and innovation. I believe if there is a sector in Africa that requires research and innovation, it is the agribusiness sector, particularly for the smallholder farmers. And that is the reason why the work of an institution like Equisat is particularly very interesting, and I believe require this type of encouragement that this prize will mean for Equisat, and not only Equisat, other institutions that are in their own type of business, to say, yes, we have work to do. work to do to help the smallholder farmers.
So much, Your Excellency. We have run out of time. Thank you so much for your remarks, His Excellency Obasanjo. Thank you, Betty. Thank you, Dr. Kamau, Shani, and congratulations again on behalf of the Africa Food Prize. The award ceremony will be happening tonight. Please follow the proceedings, and we look forward to seeing you there. We continue to encourage Equisat to deepen, widen, and spread the work they're doing in the continent. Thank you very much.